The shooting death of Charlie Kirk has raised alarms about political violence in the United States. I spoke with a political science professor from Western Michigan University on the recent string of attacks on American political figures.
Are there any preconditions linked to political violence, and what leads to it?
Yeah, that's a great question. One thing that I would point out is that in many ways, uh, I think we could draw a distinction between political violence and violence against people who are visible because of politics, because I don't think they're necessarily the same thing. In many ways, folks who are resorting to violent acts like that, like the assassination attempt on candidate then, Donald Trump in Pennsylvania last summer, they probably have more in common with school shootings, other kinds of mass shootings, than they do with what most of us would think of as political violence. They're carried out against people who are involved in politics, but it's not clear that they're designed to serve some sort of political end.
Is political violence becoming normalized in the United States, and how does this change public perception and acceptance?
I think violence more generally is we're at a point where many of us are numb to the amount of violence that occurs around us. When it's somebody with celebrity like Charlie Kirk, when it happens at a school or a house of worship, then it captures our attention in a different way. And then we sort of move on because we're a little bit numb to it. It happens with such frequency in the United States in 2025 that it doesn't necessarily get the kind of attention that it might at other periods of time. But I think everybody has a responsibility for trying to find ways to dial back the dehumanizing rhetoric and to dial back just the amount of really hurtful speech that occurs.
Can we get back to disagreeing peacefully, having different, viewpoints? And how do we get there?
Yeah, I think that's a big challenge for us, right? And it certainly is a big challenge in an environment where we're quick to point fingers and where we don't treat those who disagree with us as the opposition. We treat them as the enemy. And so much of the really heightened rhetoric around people involved in politics really dehumanizes in a way that simply isn't helpful. But once we start devaluing the lives of others through our words, it's a small step to devalue their lives through our actions.
Stay with News 8 for continuing coverage as we learn more about the shooting that killed Charlie Kirk. We'll pass along updates both on air and online at woodtv.com.